guys, Deathscyp here from YCG, your casual gamer. Welcome to Season 3. So to start, like always, I like to make a nice project setup episode. That means I'm going to talk about what we're going to be seeing that is new. Maybe we need a better folder arrangement. And I know it's annoying to always create new folders, but I cannot stretch how important it is. So many of my back projects are just in limbo now because they got so messy and or unorganized that I ended up leaving them behind. So I strongly suggest you do this project setup episode every time just so that we can keep everything clean so that it's easy for you guys to create a memory palace around my tutorials. So what I mean by a memory palace is something visual that you can come back to anytime to learn the subject again if you forget. Like myself, most of everything I showed you guys sometimes I forget, and I'm building new programs out there and I'm like, oh, how do I do this again? And who's best than yourself to show you again how to redo it? And you know you have your program around here that is done. So to begin, like every season, I like to port to a newer Unreal Engine version. So in season 2 we were working with 4-14-3, and last year I was working with 4-17 all year long. So I'm going to be porting my project to 4-17-2 if you guys want to follow perfectly. That's what I'm using for the engine. I know that we are at 4.21, but I'm not very comfortable with a few of the new updates they got. So just to make sure I don't do any mistakes and that you guys hate me for it, I'm going to work with 4-17, which works perfectly for me. So to migrate your program up, you can check the episode that I did last season on season 2. It's pretty much the same thing. You just open up your project 4-14 to a new copy of 4-17. And the next thing we're going to be doing is I added to the project is the Infinity Grass land blade that is on the screen as you see over here. So it's all these nice assets that that Unreal has given us a year ago or a year and a half, and now you can add it to your project for free, and you can use all of these free of charge. And it's pretty awesome what you can do on screen over here. And we're going to use this to create something of our own. So now to get it, all you have to go to Epic over here, Marketplace, the Epic Launcher. Click on the free tab over here, and you're gonna have to scroll all the way down because now we have all these characters that have been given to us by Paragon. The fall of Paragon, I should say, not the fail. And you're gonna go over here and you're gonna see Infinity Blade Grassland. Now they also have the Iceland and the Firelands, but I'm only gonna add the Grassland now because we have everything we need right here. So to add it to your project, just click on Add to Project and select your project over here and add it there. I won't do it because I already did it. So go ahead and do that, and when you're done, you can reopen your project in 4-17-2, and now you're going to be ready to continue. Now, like always, when you migrate up, you're going to have to reset your colors for all your folders. Bear with me if I sound a little bit weird speaking today. I burned my tongue pretty bad yesterday, and I have a hard time speaking because of that. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to create a folder for each and everything for season 3, but you can do that as we go along in the season. But there's going to be 2 new subject in the material tab, and these I want to just open them up just for us. So let's go ahead and create our season 3 folder over here, and I'm going to add a folder over here and call it physical material. So that's going to be one of our big subject for this season, and we're going to set this to its own color and go inside and just create, right click and make a physic material right now, and click on this one and select and call it whatever, go. Doesn't mean to have a name for it now. It's just so to make sure the folder doesn't erase after that. And a new folder also, it's going to be a sprite. So we're going to also see what is a sprite inside Unreal Engine. So go ahead and set that folder to the new color that I like to use for sprite is this over here. And again, just to put something in there, we're going to put inside the, I don't think there is a basic sprite, is there? There's none. So go grab any random texture and just create. You go to sprite action, create a sprite, and just drag it there and move it there. Now that's all we have to do to get ready for the next season. You're going to see over here that we have also Infinity Blade Grassland is here now. Now when you're going to go get stuff on the marketplace, the reflex is that you're going to want to add it to your project right away. And like I was saying, I could have went and get Infinity Blade Grassland, Iceland, Fireland, but don't do it. Just grab whatever you need first and try to go check everything out. Check it, whatever you need in there, and whatever you know you'll never use, delete it right away. You don't want to get your project to become so crowded with assets that you're gonna put it to trash because you're like, I have too much shit. You don't want that. Sorry for my language. So from here, what you want to do, so I strongly recommend you do this, but you don't have to. Again, it's always optional. We're going to go inside the environment, and when we're going to start playing with the structures over here, so we have all the assets, the static meshes over here, you're going to eventually find out what you want to use and what you don't want to use, and just get rid of them. And also, what I do normally is, instead of going inside the Infinity Blade folder, I'm going to go grab whatever I want inside. Let's say I want the surface type, no, the runes, and let's say I want this nice structure over here. Instead of using this from here and drag it inside my level like this, what I prefer to do is go inside your props, and for my case it's going to be season 3. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that text, mesh I chose, and I'm going to drag it here and make a copy. And you can do the same thing for the material it's used in. So if you drag it in, you're going to see there's a material here. Click the little magnifier to go get the material right away. And you can go ahead and grab that material too and bring it inside season 3 here and copy it. That way when you have your mesh, you can drag it here, the new mesh. And instead of having the material down inside the Infinity Blade folder, you can add this one right away to it, just to make sure it's clean. And that way whenever, and after that, even so, if you wanted to, you could just go inside the Infinity Blade and get rid of it, the texture and the props. Just go by process of elimination. But anyways, these are just tricks that I'm giving you guys. I think that we have everything to get started. So I'm going to stop the video there, and we can start in the next episode to get our level going. So hope you enjoy this, and see you next time.